We look festive.
Yeah. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Just joking, we're not going to sing carols. But Beer 30.
With the Stevens.
Holiday version.
Beer and wine, whatever works.
Dude, it was with the twist last time. I feel like now it's just a theme that it's Beer 30 with wine.
Beer 30 with wine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Before we get started, can I ask a question? Of the viewers at home who don't wash their hair every day, I feel as though a wash a day is required. I'm really trying hard to not wash my hair, but look, it's only been 2 days. I am literally blow drying sweat into my hair so that I don't wash it every day. I feel like it's a thing females do. It's weird.
It's definitely not a thing I do.
No, his hair gets washed every day. Anyway, an aside. Today, what are we talking about?
We wanted to talk about the recap of 2019, what we've been able to accomplish, I guess, physically, mentally.
This table's very wobbly.
It's okay. Just don't lean on it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so 2019.
Big year.
The fastest year that I can actually remember in a long time.
And I remember like start to finish of 2019.
I don't even know what happened. Like I did a Spartan race at the end of 2018 and then like things snowballed. So apparently if you sign up for lots of races, then your year goes by extremely fast.
Correct. Because we've done a lot of races.
How many? So 12 Spartans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
At least. I don't even know how many trail races. I mean, if I could pick up our medal hanger and bring it out here, yeah, we might have to add a photo of that to our little video here.
We'll add one up here somewhere.
Ridiculous. And in fact, if folks have an idea of how to display those more appropriately, please let us know. Because we don't want to box them up, but we don't, like you want to display them, but you don't want them to get ruined.
Yeah. And there's a lot. And then there's like the cool wood ones, that kind of thing from Elevation Culture.
Yes.
For all of like the trail running ones. Mm-hmm. And then Spartan ones are made out of metal, so it's a little bit, I think, less likely of a chance that they're going to get ruined, but we want a cool way to display them. Yes. And I have a couple of cool medals that I really want to display.
Like your DFL?
Like my large DFL medal
For those of you that don't
Race
know
the
what
Peak.
That means. Dead bleeping last. That is like a thing in trail running, which is super cool. And maybe in other racing as well. But if you finish something super difficult, but you come in last, you get special recognition. Yeah. I feel like that was super cool.
That was like the highlight of my year, for sure.
China Peak, yes. I thought
China
Cody
Peak,
might die.
50K.
I remember waiting for Cody. Everyone else had left this race. They were taking stuff down. I was like, I was worried. Sarah and Jarrett were there, of course, too. Jarrett had finished. He's a beast. He got his race finished, and then we were all just standing there, and I had such look of concern. Jarrett and Sarah were like, he's fine. He'll survive this. I'm like, he's dead on the mountain somewhere. No one even knows. But he survived.
And I felt like I was dead on the mountain somewhere.
Yeah.
A little bit of it. But
so like we didn't start 2019 with all of those goals in mind. I think I don't know, like life has like this has been a transitional year for us. Like we have a daughter who's 7 years old. A lot of the last 7 years has been primarily about parenting her, and of course that's a huge focus of ours now. But for whatever reason, after getting my trifecta Spartan races in 2018, that kind of sparked an interest for us to start thinking about goals that we have for ourselves. And I think it's very important, especially as parents, that you do things autonomously and for you, that gives you a sense of accomplishment outside of being a great parent and supporting your kids, because they see that independence and they see those goals being achieved. They see you working hard towards something that you're trying to achieve personally, and I think that gives them an example to follow. I think people, especially women and moms, feel guilt taking time for themselves. And I would say that although it feels a little strange to do things for yourself, like going and working out, which takes time away from family time potentially, or going to a race on a weekend that your kid's not involved in, I think that what they gain from watching you do that is as important as the intentional time you spend with them otherwise. So I wouldn't use that, like being a mom and needing to spend time with your kid, as an excuse to not do something physically challenging or achieving a goal, whatever that is, that's for you personally.
Yeah.
I learned that a lot this year, and it was a struggle because you do feel you feel guilt, a little bit, but if you can work through that and not feel guilty because there's really no reason to, I don't know, like it changes you, and I think is a really, really positive role model for a kid. And it also, because of the confidence you gain, you become better as a parent. I think you become better in your relationship and as a spouse because you're feeling greater about yourself and achieving more. So
yeah,
it's funny that we're doing this inside and the dogs are still a pain. They're like scratching at the door right now. They were fine. They were fine.
Yep.
Just sleeping. We sit here, we start chatting, and look at them. Anywho. Whatever.
It's amazing. I will say that it has been definitely fun as well bringing Josie with us and
sure.
like having her be able to be a part of the things we're doing. It's not always easy. I think next year we're going to do a better job of trying to bring her into the circle a little bit more to make it so that we can all go out and do things. So whether it's
just
I
hiking,
race one day, she races one day, and then vice versa. We spend time with Josie on the flip side. Josie gets more into Spartan, more into racing, just going out and doing more physical activities, because I feel like in this day and age, the devices are controlling a lot of it.
Like the iPad and phones and
iPad, tablet,
TV. Just getting out in nature and doing hikes and jogs. It doesn't have to be an organized race that you're paying money to go do, but for us, that's the motivation to actually train and do better, is the medal you receive and the camaraderie out on the track or the course or whatever. And Josie likes that too. She only did 2 Spartan races this last year, but the second one she like hated, but she finished. And she's motivated to do more. And so part of it's just the overcoming the
adversity.
I mean, it sucks when you're doing it, but then when you complete it, you feel awesome. So she's getting some of that, and I think the more we encourage that, the better, because it's a metaphor for life. Life won't be easy. You have to work hard. You have to overcome, and then when you get to the finish line,
it's amazing.
You realize that you could do more than you thought. So I don't know. That's pretty cool. So so we didn't start 2019 with all these goals, but now that we achieved all these things, now we're like, so what's 2020 look like, right? So 2020, we're going to be a bit more intentional, right? So we're going to strategically plan some races. We can't do probably as many as we did last year, because what that did is, although it was fun, it got exhausting in that we were busy so much, like we couldn't even think about like, how are we going to go visit all of our relatives? How are we going to have the money to do all these other things we want to do? Like just to do a family vacation where like all of our weekends are taken up with like
just going
races.
To the beach was difficult.
Just planning that. And then, my sister's in Seattle, my parents are in Wyoming, Cody's family's in Utah. Like
all of them.
We have to travel to see everybody, which is pretty high cost and time away, and so we've got to balance all of that, because before you know it, you haven't seen your family in years. It's crazy. And although we're doing things that we love for our family, I want to be really intentional in making sure that those relationships are honed and awesome. So that's going to be a focus for 2020. But we're still going to do races. And I've uttered the word ultra.
She's uttered the word 50K.
Well, for sure 50K. That's a no-brainer.
So.
But ultra was uttered.
Oh, Spartan Ultra. Huh.
It was. It's crazy. And then I've thought about age group Spartan. So that no assistance, my time actually can be compared to others, because the timing in age and like open is ridiculous, because a lot of people don't even do obstacles, they just walk the course. So maybe age group, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
And then kind of the things that I've been thinking about is a 50 miler, possibly 100K. And those two are kind of hand in hand because 50 miles and 100K, I mean, it's 61 and a half miles, so it's not that much more.
Oh, just 11 more miles.
But, thinking about the possibility of the 100-miler and just trying to figure out when that could be and what races I need to do in order to get to that
Because he will need a pit crew.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, it's a crew.
But I envision myself driving the motorhome station to station to bandage his feet and shove food in his face.
Yeah. 100 miles, no joke.
That's ridiculous. In 2020?
Maybe.
He's crazy.
Maybe the end of 2020.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, races, family time.
Yeah.
You know, and being intentional, right?
Yeah.
Planning your year intentionally. The other thing I wanted to do for our little video is to give our gratitude for all of the amazing stuff that happened in 2019 and the people that definitely impacted our lives. So just really quickly and without any Jake and Katie Womack, I have to give them props because 2018 to 2019, they were inspirational to me, started Spartan, all the things. Without those two, would not have started down any of that journey.
Truth.
Okay? Put a pin in that. Sarah and Jarrett.
Yep.
Can we talk about those two for a minute? So those two we met at a gym, our old gym that Jake and Katie own, and we all kind of started in the same place, which is really cool.
Yeah, you guys all did.
Sarah and I started, we both got interested in the gym for the same reasons. We met each other there.
Yep.
They did a Spartan race before us, and then I ran with them and got to know them, and man, things just blew up from there.
Yeah.
And those two, I mean, Sarah's already run an ultra, Jarrett's run multiple. They are the most motivating people, and they see things in others and motivate them. They're just amazing.
They'll definitely push you outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, but they know how they see people. They really see you, and they communicate with you in the way that you need to hear to get you to do more. It's awesome.
Amazing.
I literally wouldn't have done half the stuff I did last year or this year without them. So big hearts.
Yep. Mad kudos.
Yes. AA
Amazing
Ron.
People. AA Ron.
AA Ron. Neighbor. Gosh, we've known him since we moved into this house about 5 years ago, and this guy, he's a kook. The most lovable kook of all time, and we've had so many times with him. But Aaron and I ran our first Spartan race together. It was before this guy even got interested.
Correct.
Aaron and I decided we wanted to get healthier at the same time on separate journeys. We didn't even really realize each other was doing it. He joined a gym, I joined a different gym. And then the Spartan thing happened, and then we've both just killed it, and then Cody's killed it. So super supportive, and our kids are amazing together, and he's the guy you can count on for anything. So love
Call
that
day
guy.
And night, man.
Love that guy.
Yep.
All of our neighbors are actually amazing.
Yeah.
Shady Court is where it's at.
Yep.
So there's that. Who else?
Well, when it comes to gym-wise, ever since June.
June and July.
Joining Rise has been...
The other AA Ron.
Yeah. He is an AA Ron as well.
Yep.
Aaron Singh, owner, trainer at Rise Fitness and Performance. It's been, for me, game-changing of being able to bring my fitness to the next level, my strength to the next level. I remember my first few Spartan races, doing things like the Herc hoist, the tire flip, that kind of thing. I just didn't have the strength. I barely had the strength to get the Herc hoist up without having to use my entire body weight and everything else. And then did an ultra. Did the my last beast, all of that kind of stuff with zero issues. Being able to have the strength to get up on the rope climb, I mean, it's been awesome.
Yeah.
So
it's been noticeable. Yeah. So Aaron and Kyle and Tristan and Jody have all been amazing trainers for us. Yeah. On top of that, the people that we've met through Rise.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about Big Rich for a minute? Big Rich.
Big Rich.
This man.
The Rich. The amazing man.
I don't even know how to describe him other than his name really just Big Rich. Just his personality's big. He's full of love. He's an empathy and like encouragement and enthusiasm. Like this guy, unmatched. Yeah. Like I haven't met another person like him, and ever. He will be a friend for life. Yep. No doubt. Unfortunately, this poor guy, all in for Spartan, doing big and better things. He's like, his fitness journey is amazing, and he happens to break his leg on broke his ankle on a Spartan race, which sucks.
Yeah, big time.
But he'll get through it. He'll be even stronger after.
And he's pushing through at the gym and everything else.
Yeah, he's still working out. He's doing
tons of encouragement.
He's great, but dude, this guy,
man, yeah.
I just can't. Like, working out with him is amazing. I don't get to very often. He's a morning guy, but still, like, really amazing person. Yeah. And Doug, who ran Spartan with us as well, is super amazing. Gus is amazing. Guy. Okay, Cody has like a bro club now. It's crazy. the amount of bros I hear now, it's Juan. It's almost too much. Oh, Juan. Oh, can we talk about my hair for a minute? This guy, he is also amazing. Yep. So like that, okay, so people say go to a gym to get fit, and yeah, like that's the main goal, I guess. But at the same time, it's community.
Yeah, it's family.
It's like-minded people who are working towards the same goals. It's people who are achieving bigger and better things than you that are going to push you to do bigger and better things. Surround yourself with the people who do that.
Yeah.
Stop hanging out with the people that you've known forever who talk shit about you doing bigger and better things. Yep. They're not your people. Maybe they meant well at one point, but maybe they're not your people anymore. Yeah. They need to go. They just need to go so that you can
be
you and do awesome.
Yep.
I don't know. Like I've learned some about that this year. I've just always been lucky to have mostly really amazing people in my life that are supportive and are awesome. And I do have an innate drive, I think, to push and do more. But I would say like the last 5 years that wasn't really there, and that was kind of reignited over the last year and a half. And I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah.
And I'm really stoked for the circle we have.
Yep.
Oh, we should probably talk about Kara and Ty too.
And Ben and Tiff.
Oh my gosh.
So many people.
Oh, and Elena and Anthony.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, there's
so
too many
people.
There's too many.
Amazing 2019. Okay. Can we just say that? Oh my gosh.
Can I talk about Elena and Anthony for just a moment? Okay, so not only are Elena and Anthony amazing
fantastic
people, they're just
kind-hearted, genuine people.
Yes. Anthony is a photographer, and he does boudoir photography, which when I first heard about that, I was like, okay, yeah, you like take pictures of half-naked chicks. Awesome. That's a little bit, okay. But the more I talked with him about that, I started thinking like, man, that would be pretty cool. Like to have amazing, like tasteful, beautiful photos of you is really empowering, right? And like
100%.
I've gained a lot of confidence this year, and I've gotten my fitness game on, and I'm feeling more confident in myself than I ever have. Like I'm in my 40s and I feel hotter than I did at 25. But 25 I had like my freshman 15. Anywho, we won't talk about that. But anyhow, and it's not really even how I look, it's how I feel. And because of what I've been able to accomplish, right? And so they came into our life, and I learned about this, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get those photos. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push outside of that comfort zone, folks. And it was crazy, and I was very uncomfortable. But as soon as you're with, Anthony and Elena, you're no longer uncomfortable. And it's like, it's not weird at all, and it's empowering, and you feel beautiful. And I haven't seen my edited photos yet, but I'm very excited to see them. I think it will be amazing. And then I have this snapshot, literally, of this time in my life where I had this transition that I think is really important. So they were part of that, and that's huge. That's just huge. So anyway, if you want a boudoir shoot, I can hook you up with Anthony. He's amazing.
I'll put his Instagram and
his
website and everything else in the link.
Because it was really cool. Yeah. And he's very experienced in doing it, which is why I finally jumped in and chose to do that. So anyway, so there was that happened as well.
And then Kara, Ty, and then Ben and Tiff.
Oh yeah, Kara, Ty. So Kara and Ty met at the gym as well, and they're some of the... Ty's one of the most entertaining people you will meet because he's quiet,
but outspoken.
And funniest freaking sense of humor. And like, just Ty doesn't hold things back. Like, exactly who he is. And
how you stand with him.
Yeah, he's amazing. And then Kara, I've seen transform a bit in what she's doing professionally and in the gym, and just the sweetest human being.
Yes, 100%.
Super kind.
Kind-hearted, really caring.
But assertive. Like, she's not going to take crap from anyone, right? Like, she's gonna stand up for herself, but she is 100% for you. And I love her. Ben and Tiff, we met recently. In fact, when I was starting Rise, he was still working. He was a coach at Rise, and that's how I met Ben, and Cody knew him. And those two freaking are hilarious.
Yep.
I just
game nights.
Laugh. Game nights. Their freaking dog who can't catch a treat in its mouth. Have you seen those stories lately?
Instagram stories are hilarious.
They're funny, but they truly genuinely want to see other people grow as well.
Yeah.
And I think
help people succeed.
And I think they're careful who's in their circle too. And I just I'm grateful for them thinking that we should be a part of theirs. So
yeah, for sure.
And the other person we didn't mention is Samia. And I met her at the gym too, which is why I am so grateful for my gym in 2018 and part of 2019. Samia is, quite frankly, just a badass. She is one of the strongest females in my life. Has gone through some stuff, but is fully confident and intentional with who she is as a person and where she wants to go. And I cannot wait to see where she lands professionally, personally.
Yeah.
I am grateful for her as a friend because, man, she's in your corner 100%, and I'm in hers. So anyway, there's probably other people, Amanda and Chad, and just there's other people at work I love. We are so fortunate to have really great people in our lives.
Yeah.
And we apologize if we didn't mention someone important, but you're in charge of you, but without the people with you, I don't know that you would achieve as much.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
It's been a fun year.
It's been a crazy fun year.
We're super excited for 2020. Big things.
Big things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not to mention all the clients for your business and how that's blown up. The mentoring from Rotarians.
Yeah.
My gosh.
That's a whole nother story.
Oh my gosh, right? Nina and other people. Oh my gosh. We have
unbelievable.
So many people to thank. It's like the Academy Awards.
It's like incredibly blessed by what we've been able to accomplish business, professionally, personally, physically, mentally. Like, we have gone through a ton this year.
It does feel like that.
It's just, every time I walk past that wall of medals. I mean, it's astonishing how many we've done physically, the places we've gone. I mean, the people we've seen, the people we've met,
Yep.
hearing their stories and like their accomplishments and everything they've done. And that's not even to include the people that we met in Spartan, doing Spartans and all of that kind of stuff. Like there's relationships we built outside of that. Relationships we built with people who run the races. Like, I mean, I got to give a shout out a little bit to Nate Moore because,
oh, for sure.
I mean, race director of San Joaquin Valley Running, like puts on all these trail running races.
And he's been training Sarah and Jarrett.
I mean, but he's a coach. He's all these things and like words of encouragement to me. And like, man, like, we'll see what 2020 brings.
We'll see. You know what it should bring is a better display case or something for medals. Because our current situation is not ideal.
We'll put a picture so we can show you kind of what we're working with right now.
It's crazy.
And not even all of them are hung up because we don't have the space for them.
Yeah.
So, but
anyway, I guess the purpose of this randomness was to talk a little bit about our goals and goal planning for 2020 and then really
genuine say thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
I want to cry on a silly video, but like it's super, super grateful to everybody. So anyway, pom-poms. Just look at the pom-poms. Stop the video before I start.
Okay, you guys, we love you. We'll see you on the next one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, because
Yes.
we're going to post this before Christmas.
Yes.
Have a fantastic...
Or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate.
Yeah, you know.
It doesn't matter. Just it's gratitude
Celebrate.
time.
Yep. Enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one.